Flirting is just what Elizabeth does. She flirts with both men and women, in person, on the phone, in email, as part of the art she makes. Seriously, ironically, coquettishly, brazenly, openly, subtly, with humor, with objects, with grace and absurdity. She flirts with the old and the young, the beautiful and the homely, the tall and the short, the hairless and the furry. If you watch closely, you'll find she flirts with pets and houseplants and the silverware by her plate. Elizabeth is an artist. She makes provocative pieces that tell stories of worlds both real and imagined. They aren't provocative in a titillating way, despite the fact that through them she flirts. But flirting isn't always romantic. In fact, if you look up the word, it means various things. To move erratically or in a jerking manner. To come close to reaching or experiencing something. To show superficial or casual liking. To experiment, or, of course, to behave amorously but without serious intent. So the flirting inner provocative art takes many forms. Some of them are quite unsettling. Elizabeth is a provocateur, a rabble-rouser, an instigator, an activist, an architect, a troublemaker, and all the while, a flirt. Elizabeth, despite her very worldly ways, grew up in the country, on a farm, one of 7 kids. Along with a large brood, her mother was saddled with some psychiatric issues that led to a rather chaotic atmosphere. Some of the 7 siblings are from the legitimate marital partnership, and some are the bastard children, the result of a farmhand and a torrid affair. Elizabeth is one of the bastard children. Between her mother's extramarital and not terribly well-hidden trysts, and the constant sex party that is a farm animal's life, Elizabeth learned a great deal about seduction, or at least fornication, at an early age. If you don't want your children to know about the birds and the bees, don't let them grow up around pigs and goats. Consequently, and Elizabeth does believe it is in part consequential, she has been a sexual being and aware of it for as long as she can remember. She had her first boyfriend as soon as she was around a boy to whom she wasn't related. The first boy she found, she snatched him up. She was just a child, so no actual snatch was involved. He was her kindergarten boyfriend, and she would show her affection by kicking him in the shins. The farm animals didn't teach much about courtship. He remained her boyfriend until the 4th grade, so he must have appreciated the shin kicking. In 5th grade, Elizabeth got distinctly chubby and remained so throughout junior high. There were no boys willing to let her kick their shins. That didn't stop her from being completely boy crazy, just not successfully so.